First question, in a type of computer network, what does MAN stands for? And MAN, that is Metropolitan Area Network, and here the answer is C. Next question, DQDB is an acronym for, and DQDB, this is Distributed Queue Dual Bus. Distributed Queue Dual Bus. So here the answer is D. Next question, each device in a DQDB system is connected to two buses. Hence the name DQDB, that is Distributed Queue Dual Bus. So it uses two buses. So here the answer is B. Next question, which bit field in the DQDB access field byte is used for station reservation? And for station reservation, that is a request bit, that is request, that is RQ, and this is a bit used for station reservation. So here the answer is D. Next question, a DQDB device access the bus link through distributed queues. Distributed queues it uses to access the bus link. So here the answer is C. And next question, each DQDB bus is unidirectional. So here the answer is A. And each bus travel in one direction. One bus travel in one direction and another bus travel in opposite direction to that first bus. So each bus in DQDB is unidirectional bus. So here the answer is A. Next question, which bit field in the DQDB access field byte is set to 0 after the slot content or read? So after this slot content or read, the PSR, this field is set to 0. This is 2-bit length and this is set to 0 after the slot contents are read. So the answer here is C. Next question, SMDS is an acronym for, this is Switched Multi-Megabit Data Service. SMDS is Switched Multi-Megabit Data Services. Switched Multi-Megabit Data Services. So here the answer is A. Next question, if DQDB slots are generated on device X, then and the device can generate the slot, it has no upstreams. It has only the downstream stations. So if device X generate the slot, mean it has no upstream stations. So here the answer is A. X has no upstream stations. And next question, if device Y is the end of DQDB bus, then end bus it has only upstream station. There is no downstream stations. So just opposite to this end bus has no downstream stations. So Y has no downstream station. It has all upstream stations. So here the answer is B. Next question, to send data, a DQDB station needs to, and for send data, this DQDB first reserve the bus. So reservation made on the bus using sending the request on upstream direction. So if you want, because this DQDB send the data on downstream station only, so if you want to reserve that downstream, you have to send the request on upstream direction. So here the answer, make a reservation on the bus traveling in the upstream direction. So here the answer is C. Always make a reservation on upstream direction and send the data in downstream direction. So here the answer is C. And next question, SMDS is a service designed to handle high-speed communication in a MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. It is designed for MAN. So SMDS is a service designed to handle high-speed communication in a MAN. Answer here is B. Next question, the DQDB, the dash store request for slots and queues store the request for slots. So here the answer is A, queues. And next question, when DQDB is implemented as a ring, the one station generates the slot. In a ring, if DQDB is implemented as a ring, only one station generates the slots. So here the answer is A, one station generates the slots. Next question, the DQDB MAC layer adds a 5-byte header to each 48-byte segment. So it adds 5-byte header to each 48-byte segment, and this header including 5 subfields, and the byte size of this header is 5 byte. So the DQDB max layer adds a 5 byte header to each 48 byte segment. So here the answer is A, 5 byte. Next question, the DQDB header consists of 5 subfields. So this header consists of 5 fields. So here the answer is D, 5 fields. Next question, a DQDB dash field holds 20-bit VCI used in MAN and WAN transmission, and this is address field. In DQDB, this address field holds 20-bit VCI used in MAN and WAN transmission. So here the answer is B. And all these questions, the theory part we discussed in our previous video. You just go through the video, we can find the answer for each question. So first you go that video and study about MAN, then come to this video, you can understand each answers. And next question, when a dash uses DQDB, the address field is all ones. When a LAN uses this DQDB, the address field is all ones. So here the answer is A. When this DQDB used in LAN, the address field contains all ones. So here the answer is A. Next question, SMDS is a service that links LAN and MAN. SMDS is a service that links LAN into a MAN. So SMDS is a service that links LAN into a MAN. So here the answer is A. Next question, the final SIP level 3 product is a data unit of 48 bytes. So this level 3 SIP level 3 having 48 bytes data unit. So here the answer is C, 48. Next question, in DQDB, dash bit mentioned that the slot is occupied. The slot is occupied is mentioned by using this busy byte. This is set when the slot is occupied. So here the answer is A, busy. Next question, how many header bytes does SIP level 3 add to each 44 byte segment? And this SIP having header and tailor of 2 bytes. So here the answer here is 2. Header and tailor both having 2 bytes. So this SIP level 3 having 2 bytes header and also 2 byte tailor, and here they are asking for header bytes, and here the answer is B, 2. Next question, the center address that is added to user data in SIP level 3 is dash byte in length. So the center address field having 8 byte in length. So here the answer is C. So address byte in SIP level 3 having 8 byte in length. So answer is C. And final question, as at SIP level dash a 5 byte header is added. In level 2 we add DQDB with that data unit. So here data unit DQDB having 5 byte header, and this is added in the level of SIP level 2. So at SIP level 2 a 5 byte header is added. So here the answer is B, 2.